This is a paid program. JJ Publicidad, EMR, and its owners and associates take no responsibility for the opinions or statements made by the talk show host or their guest.
Knowledge is power. Boost Your Business, the show that elevates your business with ideas, tips, advice, information, and tools that will take your business to the next level. Boost Your Business with Erika Sánchez begins now.
You want to lead on with the camera? Hi, welcome. Good morning. My name is Erika Sánchez. I'm so happy to be here. It's been almost 2 weeks since I've seen you guys, so welcome back. We are going to talk about a great conversation in regards to body contouring. So we have a lot of things to cover. But again, I want to just give you a little bit of bio of me and behind why I do BYB, Boost Your Business. So many months ago, I decided to do something that, was a little bit overwhelming because public speaking is not the best thing for everyone. And the best way to overcome public speaking or, be on the camera is doing it, right? So sometimes you have to get pushed to do certain things so you can overcome them. So every day I'm learning to get better in this broadcast, and it's an amazing experience to be here. So I welcome you guys to, get a hold of Entre Mujer Radio, Emotion Radio, and talk to the owners and founders of this platform to see if you guys can come in, be part of the show. There's so many people in the platform that would want to have you guys here. I'm a business consultant and I'm a franchise advisor and developer. So if you guys don't know a little bit more about what I do, I help owners elevate their business into franchise, like a Subway, like McDonald's, things like that. So you guys can look me up. This is my website. You guys can look into booking an appointment with me. If you are an owner who has a concept that can be franchise, give me a call. That's my number right there. That is my landing page for the Franchise Creator website. So if you want to learn more about my bio, I do have 10 years of franchise experience and development. I work with Massage Envy, LMS Massage, an amazing lash studio. So I bring that experience to the table in operations and sales and development. But anyway, enough about me. I want to introduce you guys to a really, really gorgeous young entrepreneur that I met from another colleague of mine. Referred me to her, and she does an amazing work. I actually go to her for facials, for even my lashes. At one point, I used to go to get my lashes, and then I would go in to do body contouring. The problem is I'm not a good candidate for lashes anymore because I blow up like a frog eyes. So no more lashes for me. But I still go to see her for my body contouring. So I welcome you, Mayra. Mayra is here. She's the CEO and founder of Glo Beauty Salon or Spa. Is it studio, right?
Studio, yeah.
A studio. So welcome to my show.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. And I've been wanting her to be here for a long time because body contouring has been a topic for a long time to discuss about. Because it's not new, but I would say that it's not very common. And people like to go to do like more extensive procedures to get that body contouring, even surgery. But there's another way, more affordable, maybe more long-term, I would say, but you still get results. But anyway, Mayra, introduce yourself. Let's get to know more about who you are.
Well, my name is Mayra, as you know. I'm the owner of Glo Beauty Studio. I am going towards my second year of business.
Yes. Congratulations.
Thank you. And I do a little bit of everything. I'm a licensed esthetician, so I do facials, eyelashes, waxing, and body sculpting as well.
Yeah.
So I branch a little of everything.
Yeah, so she's located, where are you located again? You're in Glendale, right?
Yes, 47th Avenue in Glendale.
Awesome, yeah. So, and a little bit more about Mayra is that, I actually, I remember when I go to my services, I ask you, why did you get into doing the business? And you have a story behind all of this. And by the way, this is how you can find her. If you want to go into this Facebook account, you can find her there, book an appointment. If you click on that link, bookedin.com, if you click on that link right there, you'll be able to go into her booking place. It's very easy to book an appointment with her, and it shows all of her available during the week. So I love it. So go and check her out and book an appointment with her. But going back to what I was asking you, what is your story behind moving from your corporate job into becoming a business owner?
Well, I became a licensed esthetician around maybe 7 years ago, and I didn't branch into the industry until probably 3-4 years ago. Initially, I went to school not knowing what to expect. I just wanted to do something different. And
What were you doing before, if you don't mind me asking?
when I went to school, I was a interpreter
Wow.
at a call center.
Oh my goodness.
I worked the graveyard shift, and so I would go to school during the day, and then I worked in the evening, and then I still took care of my child.
Oh my goodness.
And at one point, I was like, okay, ya no puedo. So
Yeah.
I went to school, got licensed, and in school they give you this talk where, you're gonna make so much money being a professional, and there is money in this industry, but working for someone else, not so much. So I kept putting it off. I was licensed. I went back to a regular job. I was like, okay, my son is too small. I need insurance. I need a paycheck.
Yeah.
And so I just kept pushing it off until one day I was like, okay, ya no puedo. Yeah, this is it. I'm getting old. I need to do it. So I did it. I started from home. I started lashing from home. I started building up a few clientele. And then I was like, okay, we got to do it. Opened up a place, had a lot of support from my family and friends, and it's been thriving.
Did you have any struggles or obstacles through that?
Are you kidding me?
Can you share some of those? Because and that's the reason why I want to ask, is because there's a lot of entrepreneurs who are afraid to leaving their corporate job.
It is so scary.
Yeah.
I didn't leave my job until probably a good 6 months ago, 7 months ago. So saving up money is key. I wanted to go into it without any debt.
Good.
So no loans, no nothing. I had to save up. I opened up my spot and everything was going good.
It's a storefront spot.
A storefront, yeah. Everything was going good, and then crickets. I have no clients, and I'm like, oh my God, what now? So
what was going in your mind when that happened? Because I've been through that, so I'm just curious to know your story.
It's just terrifying because I'm like, oh, okay, do I do this? Am I supposed to do this?
There were moments where you wanted to step back. I'll go back.
You
to
have no
corporate.
idea how many tears I've shed through this whole process. Even now, there's times like this month has been really slow, and it's been slow for everyone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? But it all works out. Even when moving locations, I moved from one suite to another. I had to remodel the suite, and I remember calling my husband, and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. No. And I just like bawling, and my sister's there looking at me like, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Like you're doing all these great things, and
Right. You're giving up.
Yeah. And it's just those little moments where you just want to give up, but you got to push on.
And at what moment did you feel like, okay, I made it. I'm here. I broke even. I'm growing, and I have clients who are booked. I'm pre-booked out for the next 2. At what point? How long did it take you to feel that way?
I think probably this past year during the holidays. At one point, I was like, okay. I'm not doing it, or in my head, it's all in my head because the numbers are there. It's my head goes crazy.
I do want to share something, and I've actually had a few other clients who came into the radio show. They are in the same industry, and I did a market study on the beauty industry because I come from Amazing Lash. Remember I told you about Amazing Lash, and I worked at Massage Envy, and mostly the employees that used to work for me were therapists, and there were Cosmo and licensed estheticians, right? Or they had duals. And the market study that I pulled up is a $90 billion industry in Europe and the United States. So even if you work from home, you have appointments, you can upcharge your service price points, and you can still be profitable. Maybe not be a wealthy person, but you still can make at least an average of gross profit. So you can make like maybe 80,000, 100,000 a year, or even more.
And
right?
I do follow a lot of estheticians in my my industry that are $100,000 a year, and they're solo. They don't have any employees, and it's all about sales and
Your price points
as well, and obviously providing a service that is needed. And in the beauty industry, there's so many services. You can do a little bit of everything or just one thing.
Yeah. So going back to your business, Glo business, what is it about? What do you offer? What are your services? Because there are a few services that I see here that I didn't know that you did, and we're going to talk about that here, even though it's very taboo. Some of the services, like maybe vagina, what's it called?
The vagifacial.
Vagifacial is a vagina facial, basically. So we'll talk about that right now as we go.
So I myself provide a little bit of everything. Like I said, I do facials, body sculpting, extensions, and intimate waxing, mainly body waxing.
Let me say one thing. She goes far. Oh my God, Mayra goes far and beyond for her facials. I actually have one of my clients who goes to see her too. She offers the most amazing facial that you can. I broke out one time in my bottom of my face because I had a lot of acne. I was going through stress and hormonal problems that month, to the point where it was so severe and I was in pain. I'm like, Mayra, can I go see you tonight? It's like almost 9:00 p.m. Can you please get me in? She got me in. Trust me, she accommodates you on your schedule. If you're a professional working at, CEO or owner or whatever that is, or a professional, she accommodates your schedule, and she goes far and beyond. You will fall asleep, I guarantee you. But
that's my main key is I love having my clients leave out of there relaxed. Regardless what service I provide, I want each person to leave satisfied and just at ease. Like, you walk in, you forget your life, and you're with me, and you're essentially like in the clouds, and then you go back to the real world.
We are. Let's talk more about the vagina facials one.
So it's the Brazilian wax, and then you incorporate kind of a facial, so steam, exfoliation, and then mask, and you moisturize. It's to prevent ingrowns. A lot of women or men, because it's a service that's provided for both, tend to break out when they wax. Mostly if you're not a constant waxer, a lot of people tend to get ingrowns. And a good way
razor
to
bumps too. Razor bumps.
Razor. Well, you don't get razor burn because you're waxing.
Oh, okay, yes, sorry.
But it's mainly like ingrowns, and then irritation as well. So you mask and you moisturize. It's still skin, so it's like your skin on your face. It irritates, it breaks out, and it needs to be taken care of.
What about the booty facials? I know that is not very common, especially in Arizona.
It is something new that's out, but I feel like here in Arizona it's needed because it's so hot during the summer, and you build up so much moisture that you start breaking out. So you want to be able to treat that. So,
for example, in that picture that we're showing right now, she's using products to illuminate, to maybe clear up the skin, right?
Yes. So those are masks that they're using, and it's to brighten, to moisturize, and just to have nicer skin. It's done because, like, how many times do you remember to put lotion on your butt? Not that many. So
never.
So you know that skin is dry and it needs love.
It's true. Especially if you're a girl that likes to lift that butt up and you like to go in a bikini.
And during the summer we tend to be a little bit more underdressed and we need to look good. Yeah.
Talk to me more about your facials, like what type of facials do you offer? And then we'll tap into more of the body contouring because that's mostly our topic, because I want to spend more time talking about the body contouring, of course. But I want to talk about your facials too, because you have amazing products that you're using and the skincare product that you're using too.
Yeah, the line I carry is Skin Scripts, so it's a local line, pretty affordable even to my clients. And I provide different type of facials. I like to cater each facial to what your skin needs and to what you need.
Right.
I have clients who just come in for the relaxing portion of it, so we do a lot of hydrating and just relaxing, de-stressing, making sure that they leave, happy and relaxed.
And they're getting results as they come to see you. What do you recommend? Coming in every month to see you?
Facials are recommended once a month, depending on what your budget is, of course. But to maintain a good skin regimen, monthly facial is encouraged.
Very well. And, okay, now going into our topic when it comes to, the LED light. So that's not very common it's not, I guess not many people know much about the LED lights. What is it good for? Because I know you put it on me one time when I was going through pain in my acne.
Yeah, so there's different, depending on the lights, it does different things.
Okay.
So red light usually promotes collagen, anti-aging.
Okay. Wow.
Blue light kills bacteria for acne. So it, like everything else in the skin industry, is based depending on what your skin needs.
Okay.
And it's a great way to promote collagen. The older we get, the slower we produce it.
Okay. Can people who maybe get Botox fillers, are they still good candidate, or PRP, whatever?
Yeah, they are a good candidate. Although with filler and Botox, there is a waiting period after.
Okay.
Just because you don't want it to affect your filler.
So for those who, tend to get Botox, if you guys want to come in for a service, just make sure that you get a consultation with Mayra to determine if you're, is there a waiting period that you have to wait, and go from there. Okay. Now let's tap into body contouring. Let's talk about that. I'm also a client of hers for body contouring because there is stubborn fat in my tummy, because and I feel like I figure out why my problem is. It's stress, and my hormones are off control right now. So, and that's fine. That's how I live my life right now. Is just a lot of stress, but I find ways to to lower the stress levels. But it does causes for my tummy to be bloated or have some fat in there. It's normal, not perfect. But I wanted to try something that is not too dramatic, where I have to go on the knife or anything like that. So, body contouring was another way for me to try, and the same thing for many other clients who go to see Mayra, is they go in because they look fine. They just have a little bit more work, but you need a diet and things like that. So give us more information on that.
So for weight loss, there's no magic pill or magic procedure, or else we would all be, slim and thin. Yeah. But body sculpting definitely provides a boost, mostly when you're dieting and you're exercising. Exercise is key when you're doing body sculpting.
Right.
And it is catered to any type of body type. You don't have to be that, hourglass shape in order for you to get sculpted. A lot of my clients are average people like me. So they're just wanting to work on either tightening the skin after having children, or they're just needing a little boost into their weight loss goal journey.
Yeah, of course. So I remember when I go see you for appointments, I like to see you before I go work out, because you can also wrap me when I go to the sauna, and I can work out. So it's great, because what I recommend is when you go see her, do it before you go work out, because then... Yeah,
it's recommended to work out right after. You need to sweat everything out. That's one of the ways that body sculpting works, is everything that's been dissolved, your lymphatic system is going to take out. And if you just sit, your lymphatic system is not going to be working how it should be. So you obviously you need to work out, need to walk, you need to get your body moving so you can dispose of everything.
And I'm glad that you clarify that, because people think that, I'm going to do body sculpting and contouring, and I'm going to go home and watch TV.
Yeah, it's not. You can't replace exercise with body sculpting as much as we want to. And I have clients who don't work out and still see results.
That's crazy.
But exercise is key.
Yeah. So to clarify, if you want to lose weight and you want to get that body contouring that you're trying to get, you are required to drink lots of water, still diet, or be on a plan of what you
Eating
intake.
healthier, not necessarily
A diet,
dieting, but
yeah.
just choosing your portions well and what you eat, what you
Right.
put in your body.
And this is more of an enhancement to
Yeah.
your body contouring. So it just helps, enhances it, but it's not a solution to weight loss.
Yeah, you
Right.
you see a difference in inches. You probably won't see it on the scale.
Right.
So it's definitely a good way to enhance your body.
Wow.
To see a difference in your pants. To
Look
give
at
you
this
that push
guy.
to continue.
This are, I mean, I see results on those pictures. You
Yeah,
know?
definitely. It works. I mean, it's all about technique, dedication, and what you do at home.
After
Just
how
like
many
everything.
sessions did the results for this guy?
This gentleman had 4 sessions.
Wow.
It was
after
before a
session.
trip.
That's amazing. So you have guys coming to see you as well.
Yeah, men sculpt as well.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So I wanted to ask you, what are some recommendations that you can maybe give out to some of, I would say to your clients in regards to like inner and outer health, because I think that many people don't really take care of themselves when it comes to like skincare. They think that it's more like a luxury versus a
Yes, definitely.
maintenance.
Now, because of TikTok, you see a lot of more skin regimens. A lot of people are pushing more skincare, but at the same time, you can't be doing what works for someone else may not work for you.
Right.
That's why it's important to see a professional. A professional esthetician can recommend products according to your skin type and whatever skin conditions that you have and your lifestyle. If you are someone who works out constantly and is out on the beach and is constantly out in the sun, it's not recommended for you to be on retinol every day or have like a chemical
I'm guilty
peel.
on that. So, funny story I have to share. The reason why I broke out really bad too is because I was wearing retinol every single day.
You were over exfoliating, yes, and that's one of the problems that a lot of people have is we think, okay, let's remove it, let's take it off, take it off, and then you strip your skin and you're left with this raw, sensitive layer that
Right.
you can't do anything with because you've taken all the protection out.
Yeah, and then I also went and got wax after using retinol, and I was irritated. So, listen to your expert when they tell you, not to wax after certain hours when it comes to using retinol.
Yeah.
But those are funny stories. I want to go back into diving more about like your business and in general. Like, I know we talked about in regards to launching your business. What the decisions was of why you opened up your business, and talk about more of your logo and the name of the business, Glo. So more, what is your mission? What is your statement? What are your goals and your pillars in the business?
Well, Glo, I would say, I just feel like everyone who comes in needs to leave radiating. So obviously, you glow
Yeah.
as soon as you walk out. And I just want to be able to help people with their skincare journey. A lot of people don't have a lot of knowledge of what they should be doing, and it's a great way to guide them. And who doesn't want to look young forever?
Yeah. No.
I mean, isn't that the key?
Yeah, no, I agree. Well, thank you so much. We're going to go in through a quick break right now shortly. So before we go, I want to give special thanks to a friend of mine, Carlos. Carlos, he is the owner of Energy Air. Marujo, if you want to give him a call at this number here, he is one of our sponsors for our radio show for BYB. Please call him. His wife and him are the owners of Energy Air. They do excellent work. And let me tell you, he's actually helping one of my clients right now in the Southside City. They're very professional. They know what they're doing. They do plumbing. They do also the electrical work. They have a great staff. They go far and beyond to help you. And I have nothing but amazing results and reviews and testimonials I can provide for Carlos and his team. So please contact him. If you have any questions, go to his website also. It's energyairllc.com. And you'll find more information of all of his services he has to offer for his company, and they're located in Mesa. So you can either visit them at this location or call them at this number at 480-703-1457. So after that, we'll see you back shortly after this break segment. Thank you.
Don't take off just yet. We have a lot more to share. We will be back in 3, 2, 1. Done deal. This is Boost Your Business with Erika Sánchez.
Welcome back to BYB. I'm glad you're still here. Oh, you left us and you're going to come back. I'm Erika Sánchez, and I'm here with Mayra, the CEO and founder of Glo Beauty Studio. And we're talking about body contouring. We're talking about all of her services, skincare routines, her services that she provides at her business to help you, feel confident, but not only that, be healthy for your skin, because what you show outside is what builds your confidence. So I think I'm a great believer, and you have to feel good, look good. I do believe in that. I believe that if you look good, you will feel good inside, so that you can perform best at your work. If you're a person who is public speaking, if you're a person who is always out in public doing PR, what helps you boost your inner confidence is that you feel confident about how you look. Me and Mayra were just discussing on our break right now is, how to make people feel more confident. And I've had other people on this show before where we talked about the lashes making a huge impact in the face. And, if you have a lot of acne, what can you do to get rid of all that acne? And, body contouring, we're talking about that today, and how body contouring can really help you sculpt, but how to also maintain it, right? So, Mayra, she's an expert. She's been doing it for 2 years. And we talked a lot about, the beauty in her services, but I don't really know much about Mayra. And I want to dive more of who she is, where you're born, where you're from, do you have a family, tell us more about you, because people want to know who you are.
So I was born in California. As a child, I was brought here to Arizona, and I've lived most of my life here in Arizona, and I love the heat. Some people hate it, but I
what
like
part
it
of California
here.
did you
San Jose.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So as a child, I was brought here, and I was raised here most of my life. What else can I tell you?
So you have kids, right?
I have a child, yes. I have a 13-year-old.
Nice.
I was a young mom at 18, which through high school I was like, okay, I'm not going to get pregnant. I'm not going to get pregnant. I'm not going to get pregnant. And then once I graduated, I was like, oh, I got pregnant. But at least I made it through. And it's been a struggle balancing being a mom and being a business owner and working another job as well, and a wife. That guilt that you get for leaving your child for so many hours, it's hard. And kudos to stay-at-home moms and to everyone who does it.
Of course, yeah. Mayra, we were talking about also in regards to what tools? I know when you started your business, we talked about you had challenges and obstacles that were holding you back, right? And you're a mom, you're a wife. How do you juggle all of that? Because people at home right now watching this show are Yeah, but my life is different. I can't do it. You know, what did you do to really
Well,
maintain that?
I started by, obviously you got to save the money. Money is, unfortunately, it's what you need to build a business. I didn't have much. I think I had a good $2,000 saved up.
Wow.
I partnered up with a friend.
Okay.
And she rented a space in my salon. And without her, I think I probably wouldn't be able to. Me las hubiera visto negras, in other words.
Okay.
Just because I knew that she got half of the rent.
Okay.
So, and I still kept my job. So I was working part-time. I was working full-time, and then I was doing my salon part-time.
Okay.
So I think having that steady paycheck was easier.
Okay.
I'm assuming, comparing to someone who just like went on to the deep end.
Right.
And I just started with a little notebook.
Wow.
Social media was key. I suck at it, and I still suck at it, and I hate it sometimes.
But you push yourself to learn more of how to, utilize it. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm constantly posting. Majority of my clients are referral based, which I'm thankful.
Yeah.
A lot of my clients refer me out, and without them, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah. Yeah, so word of mouth, referrals are very huge. Feliciana, thank you for, joining us today. I saw your message. She said, kudos to you, congratulating you, but thank you. Oh, no, me. Sorry. Thank you. But no, yeah, and the reason why I asked is because you're going to run into obstacles. There's no manual saying, oh, yeah, this is entrepreneur. Here's the book. Be an owner. All of your answers are in this book. There's just no way.
There isn't. And even now, I still struggle. Even with finances, I wrote down. I still write it. I still do it this way, and then I transfer to QuickBooks.
That's fine, yeah.
But I write down.
I like how she tells me that to me because I'm the one telling her. It's okay, Mika. It's okay.
I write down the date, and then I write how much I make for that day, and then I tally it up, and I'm like, oh, okay, it was a good month.
And do you set goals for yourself every month? Like, all right, this month I'm going to target this amount of hours of services, and I'm going to hit this amount of dollar in retail. Do you set goals like that?
Not necessarily that way, but I do try to beat the month of the past year.
Yeah.
So I check to see what my monthly income was for that month, and then I try to exceed it. Each month is different. Not every month is like a facial month. During the holiday, it was all lash.
Yeah.
And now I think it's moving towards facials. So each month is different. I try to give a promo on a monthly basis, just
Nice.
because I want beauty to be accessible for everyone.
It's true.
And no matter what the price point is, I feel like everyone needs to feel beautiful at one point.
Yeah, I remember she posting an Instagram story about offering a facial for this price, and I said, I'm like, oh, I'm due for a facial, and I'm like, yep, count me in, amiga, I'm booking you. That's how I keep going with her every month for something new, either body contouring, or sometimes I used to go for lashes, but then I go back for facial. So yeah, I see those stories, so that's great. So I actually want to spend some moments to give you guys some advice. If there's any beauty salon owners watching, or estheticians working from home. So my background is in the beauty industry. I'm not an esthetician. I don't do services, but I was able to develop and help in the operational side with Amazing Lash. I remember opening my first location back in 2015, broke even in 8 months, yay! And then after that, I opened up another location, yay! And then another one, and then I continue to open up more locations. One thing that I use that really is very critical is having a software, that will be integrated with your POS system. So something that's going to help you book appointments, things like that. For a startup, if you're small working from home, yeah, you can use certain links to book an appointment. But I recommend other companies like Millennium, Book Now, there's Mind and Body. There's many softwares out there that are still affordable. They're about the $50 to $200 range monthly for the softwares. But they're good because it actually gives you a way to track your services and your performance month over month, year over year, your KPIs, right? And KPIs are the key predictive index of how you perform and you operate your business and what you need to look at. Your service hours, your pre-book, your retention, your sales, your retail, anything that you offer. So I don't want to ask you what you're actually using because it's more.
Oh, it's okay.
What are you using right now that's helping you for tools?
So I'm currently using QuickBooks, and that's to track all my expenses and the money that comes in. And I use a app for scheduling, which is Booked In.
There you go. Booked In.
It's helped. It's not the best, but it's actually helped through the journey, just to keep my schedule intact, and then it tells me like, okay, who do I need to see? Who have I not seen? So I can reach out and send a quick text message. Hey, by the way, you're due for your facial this month.
Yeah.
So just staying consistent with everything. It's a lot of work, but you got to hustle if you...
How many hours do you spend a week in reaching out to your clients for, hey, you're due for a facial, do you do that every single week?
I actually do it on a daily basis.
Good.
So I check my schedule for last month, and then I match it to this week and check, okay, have I seen this person this week? And then if I have not, then I send a quick little text, and most of the time they reply quickly and they're like, oh yeah, okay, let's book.
You have a text automation, right? Is that what you use, a text automation?
Well, Book In sends you a reminder.
Yeah.
It actually sends you like 3 reminders, 2 emails. It's excessive, but
I like it very much. I get those reminders. I'm like, yes, I'm due for a facial. It's on my calendar. Yes, ma'am. So I love it because it reminds me. Or the day before, I'm like, what time is my appointment? I gotta go back and look for it. And I'm like, it's 8 in the morning. Blah, blah, blah. So those are really great tools that you can use and that that we can recommend. We can recommend other owners who are into the beauty industry. So what else can you provide? Tools that helped you?
I listen to a lot of podcasts. I start my morning that way. I listen to a lot of esthetician podcasts. There's this really great one where it tells you how to manage your business, like what their trial and errors have been, so you can try to avoid it, which is great because I'm new and I've probably made some of those, but I eventually going to make some other ones.
Of course, yeah.
And a lot of self-develop. I mean, who doesn't want to try to make themselves better?
Yeah, and has that impacted you a lot more? Because I know it helps me when I hear podcasts or motivational speakers.
It does, yeah. Even though I try to listen to them, they say that if you listen to them while you're doing something, you retain more of the information. So I try to stick to that. I'm like washing dishes, listening to something. And it does. It gives you that little boost like, oh, damn, I can do this. Let's do it. Let's get it done.
That's good. Amiga, and besides overcoming your challenges, what is one thing that I'm going to ask you, just because I'm curious to know, what has been one accomplishment within your business that you conquered and that you're very proud about, and business related?
I think staying in business. It's the whole COVID thing has been hard, and we opened up during COVID season.
Oh my goodness.
We were shut down for a good 2 months, and we were like, okay, what are we doing? Like, who opens up a business when you're shut down? And it's thriving, and I thank God for every single day because we're still open. I still have clientele. My clients love me and I love them, and with their support, I'm still doing what I love to do.
Yeah. No, and I've seen it because I'm one of your clients. I mean, and I'm one of your biggest fans. So I see your hard work and your dedication to your clients, and I just have an amazing experience. And her energy is amazing. So if you go visit her, please give her a call, book an appointment with her, and then she is giving a great promotion. So I want to talk about that briefly, because she is on BYB, Entre Mujeres Radio and Emotion Radio. She's actually giving out 2 great promotions. One is going to be, and you can talk more about this if you want to. Go ahead and let them know exactly what you're offering.
Okay. So either you have the option of a free sculpting session. There are some restrictions to that depending on your health and if you qualify. Unfortunately, not everyone's a good candidate for body sculpting. or you have the option to do an express facial, just in case you have never had a facial. You know what it would be like, and hopefully you stick around.
And to be a candidate for, and that's her number, 602-903-9598, to book an appointment with Mayra. Or you can also go on her Instagram and click on the book link, and it'll go directly to the booking appointment as well. What is a good candidate for body contouring, amiga?
Well, let's do who is not.
Okay, who's not?
Because a lot of people are great candidates. It's just a little handful of people who may not be. So if you do have metal in your body, unfortunately, it's not the best for you, just because we want to prevent heating up that metal and causing internal damage.
Okay.
It is a machine that heats up and sends energy waves to do what it needs to do, and we can't do that. And if you have any maybe high risk medical issues like heart problems, or liver problems, things like that, you do need to avoid it.
Okay, very well. Well, there you go. So she's offering permission. So please give her a call, and or even DM her on Facebook or Instagram, and let her know that you were watching the show here with BYB and Motion Radio, Entre Mujeres Radio, to let them know that you want to qualify for this grant promotion. So give her a call. Now we're almost close to our end of the show, but before we go, I do want to go over again with our sponsor. If you guys can, give Carlos a call if you're having problems with any plumbing at your business or at your house, residential. Give this guy a call. He is going to take care of you. Goes far and beyond. Great owner, a great leader, and just a great culture in general in his company. So that's his number here, 480-703-1457, Carlos Marujo. He'll take care of you, plumbing and electrical work, maybe other options too. Just check out his website for any other services that you might find for him. And that's pretty much it for that. Now, before we go, I do want to show you guys a quote. This quote, like every single show that I have, I always leave you guys with the quote of the day related to the topic that we're talking about today. So we're talking about body contour. We're talking about, looking good, feeling good. And one thing that I want to make sure that you guys leave with today is that your body will be around a lot longer than an expensive handbag. So I hope that makes sense. Do you agree with me, Mayra?
It is. Skincare or body care, it's an investment. And if you're carrying a $2,000, $3,000 purse around and, have your face all full of blackheads, it doesn't sit well.
Yeah.
You have to invest in you, not just your items.
Yeah, no, you could definitely, carry a Louis Vuitton bag, but if you're having some skin problems or let's talk about that. I'm kidding. Just, consider taking care of yourself. That way you can feel strong, feel confident in yourself, inner health and outer, radiance.
Our body is our temple, and
Exacto.
Everything's energy. So outer, inner, it all has to connect.
Yes. Before we leave, Mayra, thank you again for being here. You're an amazing person, great aura. A great leader. You really care about people.
Thank you.
You go far and beyond. So it's been an honor to have you in this radio show. Thank you for being also a partner in a way for this radio show. And
Well, thank you for having me. I know I've been dodging you for a couple months, but I'm here.
So, funny story, I've been asking her to come on the radio show for the past 3 months, only 3 months, and she's been skipping it. But it's one thing that we have to do is overcome those obstacles.
Yeah, market is major, and that's what I'm learning, is how to put myself out there. Still work in progress, but here we are.
She's amazing. Please give her a call, book an appointment with her, come see her. You'll love this girl, and let her know that you saw me. So the connection was through me. We're good to go. Well, thank you so much, and we'll see you the next following Saturday for another episode. I'm going to be having one of my clients who franchises business. I'm excited to talk about Diana and OCL. I know you know them too. I'm going to have them come on the radio show on the next episode and talk about franchising in a restaurant and their concept. So I look forward to seeing you on the next show. Take care. Thank you. Yeah.
This great deal has already started. We are waiting for you with more tools to take your company to the next level in the next edition of Boost Your Business.